Morning guys, this is a bit of a different video for me. One, because I have nothing on my face and I'm in my gym gear because I'm off to the gym in about an hour's time with my friend, and we're going to go and do legs, which is not my forte first thing in the morning, let alone kind of at all really. I've not been training them for a few weeks, so I'm probably going to struggle. But that's not what this video is about. So as from the title, you'll probably see, so I know a lot of people think that eating healthy is expensive, and it is, and it can be. But there are a lot of places that you can go to get just as good food that is a lot cheaper. So if anybody knows me personally, you know that I absolutely love Aldi because they're just great. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of stuff that I will go still to, like Asda for. They obviously have the proper brand stuff that I want. Although sometimes Aldi does do the real stuff as well, like Marmite, for example. I can't not have the real Marmite or Nutella. So, but they do actually do Marmite, and it's a little bit cheaper. Yeah, no. So I just wanted to kind of show you how you can eat healthy on a budget, or just cheaper. I mean, if you've got the money to go elsewhere, then feel free. But I still think that even if I live on my own, so that's one reason why I go to Aldi anyway. But I think even if I did have more money, I'd be still tempted to, because you can then get more or less twice as much. So yeah, so I'm just going to show you a few things that I tend to get from Aldi, in terms of sort of the high protein stuff that I would say is kind of like the staple part of my diet. And yeah, the lighting keeps changing. I had to shut the curtains because otherwise I was a ghost. So yeah, I'm just going to show you what I recently got from Aldi. Oh god, it's turned very dark. Oh, see, there we go. So just a few things that I would say are must-haves if you go to Aldi, or they're not only must-haves, they're my must-haves, for my preferences and diet, I suppose. I don't really know. So peanut butter, for example. Any peanut butter is obviously fine. This is the one I've currently got from Aldi, which is just the normal one. But I recently found in that they have, like, if you've ever been to Aldi before, they do special buys every few days. I think it is, like Thursdays, Sundays, and I think maybe like a Tuesday or something when everyone comes out. And they've got like a section in the shop for the special buys. So when I went on, when did I get paid? Basically, every payday I do a massive shop. So this Thursday I went into Aldi, did my big shop, didn't actually need more peanut butter, although I get through it quite quickly. And I saw this one. So this is the High Pro Recharge Recover Repair Peanut Butter Crunchy, 33% protein in every serving, which is obviously quite a lot, which is good. I did explain about this on my Instagram story, but obviously if you're not following me on that, it has on the back, cheeky little plug there if you want to come and follow me. It's just at Zoe J Fitness, just if you're interested. So on the back it just gives you the information per 100 grams. So if you then split it down, it's like a 15 gram serving, but I quite like a lot of peanut butter, so I would probably assume I have 30. Is that normal? I just like peanut butter. But yeah, so in like 15 gram serving you get about 5 point something grams protein, which is about 2 and a bit more than like a standard peanut butter, which is quite good. So that's one of the things that I like getting. I have recently started giving these a little try, which is the Functional Foods protein powders. They're really, really finely milled. It's literally like pure powder. But this is the rice protein powder. These are about a couple of pound for a pouch, so they're not massive. You get, it's just 100 grams, but obviously you just put like a teaspoon in into your food just to give it a little bit of a boost. So this one I think is about, again, like another 5 grams, sort of more or less per sort of a teaspoon. So I just sort of chuck that in to whatever I'm eating. This morning I had it in with my, I know it sounds a bit weird, but in with my porridge pot, because obviously it just doesn't taste of anything, there's no flavour, so it's just an extra boost, which is quite handy. Loads of standard things that you can obviously get cheap, like very cheap anyway in shops, but I really like recently, and my hand is shaking, I don't know why. I have got massively into chickpeas again recently. I don't really know why, but they just taste really nice, and you can do them with so many things. Obviously, yeah, you can get tins cheap of this like anywhere, but I think these are about 30p or something. They're quite hefty, so this is like 2 meals for me, so I'll just like half a can. Okay, so my arm was hurting, which is a bit cliche considering gym stuff, but anyway, you're on my microwave now, so just bear with me. So I'm just gonna go into the fridge, which is not the best bit to open on because there's chocolate here, but this is dark chocolate, so it's not that bad for you. But yes, I just thought, again, some stuff obviously in the fridge section that is quite handy from Aldi, and again, some places might be more expensive. Avocados being one of them. So I'm just going to keep that shut because I don't have it open the whole time I'm chatting away. So avocados, good fats. I like to get the ones that you can ripen at home because otherwise I find they go off way too quickly, although the sell by dates you don't really have to go by because they last quite a bit longer than they actually say. These are obviously just like little ones, so I'll just chop up one of them, chuck it in with some eggs maybe, or some chicken, pasta, pretty much anything. I'm one of them people that could probably just get a spoon and just eat avocado from the peel, but I don't do that. It's just, I could because it tastes good. So yeah, these are, I haven't actually got my receipt anymore, which is actually probably handy if I still had it, but pack of 4. I think these might be £1 something, so not a lot of money. Stir fries. Now, if you like stir fries, then obviously you can get all the pre-made packets and stuff again, and these sort of things, again, they're not that expensive. So I've got the, I can't say this, edamame bean stir fry, I want to say. If you can read it and make out what it says, then feel free to let me know how it's actually pronounced. So yeah, I'm actually having this tonight. No, I'm having this for lunch today. A few other bits, I'm not too sure what else, can't remember what I've planned. Courgette, so again, whether or not you're on a budget, obviously this is all like healthy stuff that's obviously handy, so I just think it looks cool, the fact it's like spaghetti but it's veg, and I love courgette, so yeah, I mean, I think these again were like maybe £1 if that each, so cheap and cheerful. Now obviously the main thing that is important for your diet and everything is obviously your protein, so mainly your meats and stuff. So I know there's all those adverts out there that have been like, oh, you know, and all the things online like, oh, is Aldi meat any good? Is Lidl meat any good? Is it cheap stuff? Is it all the sort of rubbish part of the meat and all that sort of thing? And then you've got the adverts explaining, no, it's just where it's come from or whatever. I've never had any trouble, touch wood, the most British thing to do in the world, with any meat from like Aldi or Lidl. So I went a bit meat crazy this time because I love chicken, but I wanted to just mix it up a little bit, and I was thinking I just fancy some other stuff. So I got some steaks. I've not cooked steak either ever or in a very long time, so it'll be hard for me to get it how I like it. But anyway, yeah, so I've got, I think is there 3 here? Yes, so there's 3 thin cut beef steaks. These were very cheap considering they're steak, but I mean obviously there's like fat and stuff which I'll cook and then I'll cut it off. But again, yeah, I think these were maybe a couple of £1. Like it was definitely not a lot, because I wouldn't have bought it because I hate shops that sell it for like £6. I'm like, but it's gonna shrink, and I know if the meat is still there, but yeah. So again, like for example, in one of these, going back to the protein levels, so per 100 grams, which is more or less per 1 steak, there's 22 grams, so that's quite good. And actually, after I said that about the fat, there's only 4.1 grams in a steak, 1.7 which is saturated, which is obviously the bad fat. So it's not that bad, to be honest, and depending on how it cooks, I might just keep it on because it's just a bit of flavour, you know? Like, everyone likes a bit of bacon with the fat every now and then, if it's done right, so yeah. And then I've got some gammon steaks. I've not had gammon in ages. I don't think I've ever actually had it at home. I've only had it like, you know, in your pub where you have like gammon, egg and chips, which is really nice. So yeah, 2 unsmoked gammon steaks because I love smoked stuff, but it just smells, it stinks the flat out for days and I can't put up with the smell of it. So again, more or less per steak, gammon steak, it is 31 grams protein, which is very good. bit more fat in this one, so it's 7.6, but again, saturated is only 2.9 of that, so it's not actually that bad. So a bit of salad with that, or some of that sort of courgette stuff, whatever you fancy. You could do some homemade healthy-ish chips, you know, sweet potato wedges or something. So diced beef. I couldn't see, to be fair, a lean beef, but to be honest, there doesn't seem to be much fat on this. Sorry if anyone doesn't like looking at raw meat, by the way, but nothing seems to put me off it. So this is a 700 gram packet. So per 100 grams is 22 grams protein. So again, very, very good. And I just want to eat a bit more red meat, because red meat is obviously very good for your iron levels, and not that I have any problem with my levels of iron that I'm aware of. But obviously it's not bad to have a bit more of a boost. Obviously there's frozen stuff as well, but I'm not going to take you through my whole freezer because it took me ages to actually jam pack everything in. So again, a lot of people, I think, believe that frozen meat isn't as good for you, which I don't really know, but personally I don't think it's any different. In fact, the Asda I always buy frozen chicken breast, because the amount I get through, it was just too expensive to get fresh. Excuse me. So a packet of fresh chicken breast, say from Asda or something, was costing me about maybe £4.50 to £5, and you get about, obviously it's done off weight, but maybe you'd get 4 to 5 chicken breasts in a packet. So I mean, that's less than a week and it's gone. So either or the day, or it would go off or something, which is unlikely because I get through a lot of chicken. But yeah, so I've been buying frozen chicken breasts for as long as I can remember now, to be honest. And the Asda ones that I used to always get before I swapped back to Aldi, I can't remember what they do, like their own brand, then other brands in Asda. But one of the packets I was getting, every single time, so I would defrost it, and there would be like a pool of water on the plate. So they were like injected with water, I suppose. Like, it's not injected, but they were filled with water. So it looked obviously really plump when you first got it out, and there was actually not much meat in it. So I swapped back to Aldi because why not? And I think I get about £3.50 for a kilo bag. So that's quite a lot of chicken. I tend to get 2 or 3 packets at a time when I go, because obviously it just goes in the freezer, so it lasts for a lot longer. And yeah, when I've defrosted them, there's no excess water or anything. Like it's just the meat, which is just so nice. And I just cook that off in a bit of coconut oil, which again actually is from Aldi. So I'll just show you the one I've got, because my arm is hurting. What have I done this week? Oh yeah, actually I did go a bit heavier on my weights. Where's my coconut oil at? No, it's not. Well, I mean, it's literally in oil right now. So obviously normally it's fairly solid, but because of the weather in the UK at the moment, I can't even know if you can see it. Where is it? It's just literally liquid. And part of the label's come off, right, to take off the seal. But yeah, so this is I think it's coconut. I think it's called Coco Loco or something. Where's the label? Doesn't actually. I think it's like Coco Loco, but yeah, that's about £2.50, I want to say. Which again, like, because coconut oil can be expensive, and there is, how much is in here? That's 276 grams. And obviously you don't need a lot of any oil when you're cooking. I used to use that 1K cow spray stuff. But again, I find you actually use more of the spray because it doesn't look like you've got enough oil. So you probably end up using more than you should, than if you just use a normal. Am I making any sense? Probably not. Yeah, so that's obviously really good as well. But yeah, I mean, so I mainly go because I live on my own anyway, so it's just cheaper. But I typically spend, when I go to Aldi, in like one massive shop. I pretty much do one massive shop a month, and then I'll just get little top up bits every now and then. So I probably go in initially and I spend between £60 and £80, which doesn't sound a lot, but you get a lot, like the massive bags you get, which I think actually, let me just move again. I've got down here, because I've yet to put it back in my car. But these massive bags, and there's 2 more in there. I'll basically will fill 3 of those, and then that's pretty much me done for like most of the month. So a lot of it is frozen. But yeah, I think I've repeated myself quite a lot in this, but yeah. So yeah, that's me done. So yeah, I'm off in about 20 to 30 minutes to go and pick up my friend, go and do a leg session, and then munch some more food. So I'll see you soon. Bye.